anytime a legend comes out, it doesn't matter whether he's dribbled or scored, and that's the beauty of Barkley. Hasn't scored a point in 20 years. He's still as relevant as could ever be. Barkley, of course, former great Sixer. Dr. J, one of the great Sixers of all time. You just heard everybody effusive praise on the Nets if they can put it all together, get together in a healthy way, and win a title. I think it's great. It takes a franchise that's been irrelevant for a really long time and puts them right in there. The NBA needs more of those sorts of teams that can tell their fan base at the beginning of the season, we got a chance to win it. It's how you win it, though, that Julius Erving has a little bit of a problem with. I'm going to reel this off from the doctor and get your thoughts on it. Are the Nets buying a championship? This is Julius Erving on Danny Green's podcast, appropriately enough, of course, Danny Green with the Sixers. Quote, "It's reminiscent of how the Yankees used to do it all the time," Dr. J told Danny Green. Quote, "They load up and they call it buying a championship. The Lakers are known for doing it too. They're just buying a championship, man. They're getting all these pieces, putting it on the Yankees, putting it on the Lakers, and what the Nets are currently doing by acquiring, of course, KD, Kyrie Irving, who, of course, pairing with James Harden." What do you make? Is this sour grapes or is this legit?
I wouldn't necessarily call it sour grapes. It's just his view, where he sees things today.
Is he wrong?
I wouldn't.
Hell yeah, he wrong.
I wouldn't necessarily call it buying a championship, though. It's not buying, because they got to finish the deal.
Still got to earn it.
Yeah, you still got to earn it. I mean, think about it. There's different ways to go about getting a championship. You could trade guys. You can get guys in free agency. I mean, it's different ways of doing it. Just so happened Harden wanted to go away from Houston and come play with his dudes in New York. And there's nothing wrong with it. AD wanted to leave New Orleans and come play with LeBron in L.A. Okay? I mean, KD left OKC to go to Golden State. There's nothing wrong with it at all. And I think some of the guys back in the day, if Dr. J had an opportunity to go play for the Lakers when they was rolling, you don't think Dr. J would have went there? You honestly and think that if Dr. J had an opportunity to go play for the Lakers and the Lakers could have got Dr. J, he wouldn't have just rolled out to Hollywood and got it done?
I mean, you got one Sixer talking to a former Sixer talking to a new Sixer and putting slander on the Nets because they understand that they're the biggest threat to why the process can't finally work. How did he feel about the damn process? Tanking and losing games on purpose year after year after year. Last I checked, his only title, he had to go trade for Moses Malone, right? You see, it was different before because you used to have to trade for people to try and get your big three, and he traded to get Moses Malone so that he can get his super team, him, Mo Cheeks, and all the players that he had. So I don't understand how he could not understand that that's how they did it. They traded for the pieces that they needed to be able to put the puzzle together.
No, he understands that.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, he did the same thing. So how you going to say they're buying a championship? It's not buying a championship. It's maneuvering your way because guess what? You know, the Nets put themselves through a process where they made themselves attractive to guys who were becoming free agents at the same time, and they made a decision to come together. No different than LeBron and what he did in Miami, no matter what he did with making sure that he kicked Wiggins out and say, hey, we need Love to come here in Cleveland. It's always been that way. No matter what Jordan did with bringing Dennis Rodman over, that wasn't organic. They went and got Dennis Rodman. He was the hated rival. No, but different from what they did up in Boston.
Everybody does it.
So what's he talking about? It's not buying a title.
Baseball, they do it. Football, they do it.
No, but see, but it's different in basketball because basketball is a cap. So buying a championship would be the Yankees, would be the Dodgers. Hey, we're the best team. We got more money. We don't care about the luxury tax. We're in a big market. Come on over, Mookie Betts. Now that's buying a title. You can't buy a title, I believe, in a cap sport because everybody has the same opportunity to be able to buy the same players if they run their organization the right way or if they're responsible with their cap situation.
We should mention, go ahead, Keyshawn.
No, I was going to say the Lakers, we got Shaq. Okay.
Before that, it was Kareem.
We bought a championship. We got Shaq. Okay. And so what? Now what? Okay, right?
But really,
I mean, we traded Powell. We traded for Powell, got Powell, moved his brother. We got more championships. We went and got AD, so we can get more championships.
But
and when LeBron is gone, we'll figure out how to sign somebody and bring some other players, maybe Damian Lillard, or leave Portland and come to us, and we'll win more championships.
But Key, that's not buying a championship. That's being a franchise that is run the right way to get them to come over. That's not
saying buying. He understands how to do it. He's just saying they're buying it because they're loading up. He's not literally talking about the money aspect of it. He's talking about the player.
The accumulation of talent.
Yeah, the accumulation of talent.
Well, what the hell did they try and do when they got Al Horford last year? It just so happened he couldn't play no more. Like, they tried to do the same damn thing, and they tanked for damn near a decade and got the first overall pick for so much that the NBA had to change the damn rule.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.